Peak shelter for the night. It's about 28 degrees, cloudy, overcast. Now we just got to cross the highway. Yeah, there's probably about, I don't know, 6 inches of fresh powdery snow on here, which is pretty cool. I think snowshoes would have been the way to go, but I got my micros on for traction. It's going to be a little slower than what you're used to when there's no snow, but it's not that bad. Just got to watch out for the water areas. Definitely need poles to keep balance. It's a little windy. I think it'll be windy up in the open areas. Hopefully we'll stay in the trees. This is what we got. About 4 or 6 inches of new snow. Breaking track. Which in the pathway is not bad at all. It's pretty easy going. I say that after So I've been out for an hour now, got about 1.6 miles in, and probably another mile to go up. Still got to go up over Spruce, but half a mile to Spruce and then another maybe half mile or so to the shelter. Whew. 2.2 miles. Almost to the top of Spruce Peak, and then another 0.4 to get to the shelter. So that's pretty decent, which is good because I'm getting tired. Give you a little panoramic view of where I'm going. Yeah, we're getting there. See some clear sky up over the top of Spruce Peak, which will be nice. It's been a little cloudy, but still, other than that last little climb, and I got a steady, slow climb up to the shelter, but that's not too bad, I don't think. I see that now. All right, well, that's where we're going. Spur trail to the shelter. That's awesome. Cool. And we should be scouting for wood along here. Just like there's a branch there, maybe. That was a lot tougher a hike than I thought. But nonetheless, very rewarding. Very rewarding. Interesting to know if there's any wood in the shelter just to get me going. That'd be nice, and then I can scout out after that. Lovely. I say absolutely lovely. All right. Cool. Very cool. Nice chopping block. Excellent. Table. Very, very cool, folks. Oh, I love it. We made it. Sweet.
useless.
A little bit of a fire going in there now. There we go. I'd say that's going to be good. Air. Oh, got a fire going now, and found a ton of wood under the front porch, which is awesome because I was getting a little worried. And you can see got my fire going on my stove, which is awesome. A little barfarama on the table, but that's okay. Starting to warm up, nice. I'm gonna have to go get some water, and then we'll just go from there. Have to process wood. I'll show you what I found outside underneath the. So I should be good for tonight. All right, so here's my setup. Kind of barfed out the stuff on the table. And pants are drying. Just having some food. Man, I didn't think I was hungry, but man, oh man, was I ever hungry. And is it ever friggin' cold over here by the door? Well, that's why friggin' snow hasn't melted, and so fire is going pretty good. Pretty cold tonight, and the fire's having a hard time keeping up, although I'm not really stoking it hard because I don't want to run out of wood, and as long as I can keep it above freezing in here, I think I should be okay. I got a decent sleeping bag with a blanket to go over top. I bought this little polar filled blanket that's good to lay on top of my sleeping bag as a second layer, and it actually can snap around the foot, around the feet I mean, and pull the drawstring, and then it will cinch up around my feet. And it won't come off, which is awesome. Pretty cool rig. I've used this a couple times now. Actually, when I was up at Bromley on the other side of the highway, I did that last fall. I did a trip up there, and rained all night on a tin roof. Really nice shelter, but I used that with my sleeping bag. I think it probably went down about 30 degrees, so I was plenty warm on the upper bunk in there. No fire. The fire was outside. This is the only shelter. Spruce Peak Shelter is one of the only shelters on the AT that has a wood stove in it. So that's why I chose to come in. Hiked in 3 miles in the snow, hiked in with hiking boots and micro spikes, and there was 6 inches of fresh powder, which made it a little bit slower. It took me 2 hours to do 3 miles, so under the circumstances, wasn't too bad. I figured, and geez, I can hear the wind howling out there now. Boy, oh boy, I wouldn't want to be in a shelter unless I was really well sheltered up. It's different. It's interesting how the wood stove burns a lot slower than an open fire pit style fire that you're stoking, and it's just continually continually consuming with all the air around it. This you can regulate the air intake, and burns a lot slower. Not as hot as I would like it, but I think we're going to be good tonight. Have to get up a couple times probably and feed it, but that's okay. It was a good hike in, 2 hours of really hard zone 5 heart rate workout. So I'm pretty tired, and it's getting late now. It is what? It's only 8 o'clock right now. I'm going to try to stay up a little bit longer. I don't want to nap. Try to stay up till 10 maybe before I go to sleep. The last thing I want to do is be up in the middle of the night and not be able to sleep. So, yeah, cool. We will keep on trucking. Maybe cut some more firewood, split some more wood, and go from there. And I'm going to crawl out of the sleeping bag and see how that goes. It's so cold in here, so. Oh, power of soup. Well, get the fire stoked for now, and we are going to try to get some sleep for a little while and see how we make out after that. All right. I don't know where to put the pillow inside out. Turn off the light. I survived the night. It was cold. Probably went down about 9 degrees Fahrenheit. And had to get up probably every hour and a half to put wood in the fire. And that was because I didn't want to fill it before I went to bed, because then it would use all my wood fast, and then I wouldn't potentially have it last the night. As it was, I used most of it and still had to go out and get more. There's a bunch of big logs under the front porch that were, thank God, were there. It made life a whole lot easier, because I don't think I could have gathered enough wood from the forest to sustain myself overnight. It was just too much wood, and it was too cold. It would have been too much wood. So this was a pretty cool trip. The walk-in was way more than I expected. I'd label it as strenuous, only because of the snow. If it was in the summer, 3 miles, I would have been in like hour and a half, less than an hour and a half. But snow, it took me 2 hours, which, you know, when you really think about it, it's not that bad, really. My second mile pace was only like 36, so I've done that stopping in friggin' good day in the summer. Both saw and axe were vital. Couldn't have made the fire going without them. And it was just a good test of being able to see how I could cope in the winter with, and of course I purposely chose this shelter with the wood stove. Otherwise, there's no way at 9 degrees I would have survived overnight. The only way is if I had like 2 sleeping bags, maybe. But then getting up is like horrible in the cold. And everything would have frozen. Everything would have frozen. So, just getting packed up. And we'll be heading out soon. What are we at for temperature out there? Right now we are at good, my phone's at 89. Minus 12. No, minus 10. Okay. And that is Celsius, by the way, this time, folks. Minus 10 Celsius. Because I changed the spec on that. And that would be, that is Celsius, minus 10. Which really isn't that bad. Which is 15 Fahrenheit. So 15, and it's starting to climb. Now we were down at 8 at 3-4 o'clock, and that's when I started using a lot of the wood. So, and we're starting to climb now. So 14, 13. The high is only going to be 24. So, you know, if I head out, I'm going to be heading out soon. It's going to be 16 to 20. I mean, it is what it is. I got myself pretty well set up for clothing. I got 2 layers of long underwear on my pants, under my Fall Raven pants, which are pretty warm. They are awesome. And I still got the same clothes I had on yesterday when I came in. There's a t-shirt, long sleeve poly, warmer long sleeve poly, Omni Heat Columbia, and my jacket, my new Nordic jacket. Oh, what's in this pocket? Oh, look at that, heating up GoPro batteries. Oh, I could have sworn that I put a blue one in here this morning. Good grief. Oh no, the blue one's in the camera. So heating up 2 of those. And I haven't decided if I'm going to just wear, I think I'm just going to wear the orange one out today. Take off the green and just wear the orange one out, because this is my new Ventrix North Face Summit Series. So we're going to try that out on the way out and see how that works. I think it'll be good. The coffee's great this morning with my new espresso machine. 2 shots of coffee with powdered cream. Delicious. Yeah, it's a pretty cool place. We are ready to head out. We are packed up. Just got to put my micro spikes on, and we are ready to roll. Give you a quick tour of what it looks like outside today. There's a tent site just down the path there, which is gorgeous. It's right on a little ridge with an awesome view. And the privy is up. Oh, privy is down there. And there's a brook that runs right through there, which is a good water source. Although they say there is a spring, a pipe spring, down that way, which is pretty cool too. All right. And that's the end of that. All right. Looks like a little bit more. And there's our shelter. Right on. Okay, that's a good warm up. A little bit of uphill to get to the That's cool. Nice having the sun out. From where we came. And where we go. The snowmobile trail again. We made it back to the car.